It appears that we have alignment and are about ready to start this first heat.
We have alignment.
Waiting for the call to start.
We have a start.
And we're off.
Women's Varsity Quad.
The Women's Varsity 4 coming down the race here. All crews seem to have had a very strong start here. No super clear leaders, however, it looks like Long Beach might be pulling ahead slightly. Again, that may just be due to the fact that they're in lane 6 and at this angle it appears that the furthest lane has an advantage.
Yes, take my strap away. Thank you.
I'll give you another package.
That'd be great. Nice effort.
Once again, it appears Long Beach and Palo Alto seem to have a bit of a lead here over the rest of the boats rather. Tempe Town starting to slow down a little bit and starting to drag behind slightly. We are rapidly approaching 850 meters left to the start, the finish. And it appears, again, Long Beach seems to have a very commanding lead over this field. Once again, it is first 3 to move on to the final here. Meanwhile, it appears that Los Gatos and Tempe Town Lake, Tempe Town Lake and Palo Alto, rather, competing for those second and third positions. However, the rest is not willing to give up that easily. Both Cathedral and Xavier trying to get themselves back into the final, trying to get themselves into those top 3 again, as we approach 500 meters left to the go.
You guys are so awesome. Thank you.
As we approach, getting closer and closer to 500 meters left to go, Long Beach winding up that lead that they have here. However, Palo Alto trying to get themselves back into this lead here, trying to pull themselves into where Long Beach is, get themselves into a little bit more of a secure position over the rest of the field, and guarantee that they're going to be passing into the final here. As we near 500 meters left to go, Long Beach and Long Beach and Los Gatos, the 2 leaders of this race here. The third position seems to be a very tight race between Palo Alto and not Cathedral, Xavier. Hey, hold on a minute. Is that Palo Alto? I can't tell now. I apologize. So it appears Long Beach has open water over the rest of the field, followed closely behind by Palo Alto, who again has open water over the rest of their part of the field. However, Xavier and Tempe Town Lake, very fierce competition for this third position and the final position in the finals. However, it appears that Xavier is pulling it ahead here. As we approach 250 meters left to go, Long Beach, open water over the rest of the crews, followed shortly by Palo Alto, and then Xavier. However, Cathedral and Tempe Town Lake doing what they can to try to get themselves back into this race in these last 250 meters. Long Beach pushing themselves towards the finish line, well within the lead of the rest of the crews, and it appears to me that Palo Alto and Xavier will be the three moving on to the final. Cathedral and Tempe Town Lake could just not pull it off in time. Coming up next, we have the second and final heat of the Women's Varsity 4. That will be in Lane 2, Slack. In Lane 3, San Diego. In Lane 4, Casitas. In Lane 5, Marina. And in Lane 6, Waterford.
We had a Waterford boat break an oar. We get another one out here. Coming down the right side. Calicut. What boat was that for? 37. Alright, I'll let talk to you. Forward or starboard?